Still accurate. Oh, that's amazing. Look at that fish. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got another 8.6 Blackout video for you today. This Blackout was sent to me by my friends at Phantom Defense. This is a 160 grain TTSX, named The Message because if you send this, you are sending a message. And the velocity on the box says 2309 feet per second and an energy of 1894 foot-pounds. This round is designed and loaded for a 12-inch barrel. I happen to have a 12-inch barrel on my 8.6 Blackout here, Aero Precision furniture and bolt. We've got a JP Enterprises SCS in here, anechoic suppressor, ballistic advantage, 12.5 inch 8.6 Blackout with a 1 and 3 twist. We've got an adjustable gas block on there, and we've got a Arken Optics SH4 Gen 2 4-16, and it's mounted in a primary arms mount. Di-Frico grip back here, and I love this thing. I love shooting the 8.6 Blackout. Big fan of the supersonic suppressed. I think it's a great combination. But this round is devastating, especially with that 1 and 3 twist and the 3.38 caliber. So I'm just testing. I haven't shot it in a while, so I just want to make sure that it's accurate. I get steel, and these are some subsonic loads that I have in here. And that first round that I shot in the intro was 1,001 feet per second. .952, 961, 917, whoa, real slow, 922. So just what I really wanted to test for, make sure it's still zeroed, because like I said, I haven't shot it in a while. And I'm going to load these up. We're going to do at least 10 rounds on paper, maybe up to 20. I've got 40 rounds total, and then we're going to put it through the gel. So let's get to testing. I got 10 rounds loaded up. I am going to get some speeds, get some accuracy. I'll probably do 2 5-round groups, and then you won't see all of it, and I'll just let you know how it goes afterwards. That was 10 shots. So pretty good numbers. We had a low of 2378.9, a high of 2406.1, which is a spread of 27.2, and a standard deviation of 8.2. The average was 2395, and the box said 2309. So we are faster. Is it that ½ inch? Every inch makes a difference. My guys know that. We've got some thunder. So we're going to go down there, check the grouping real fast, see what this storm's going to do. It's going to miss us, and otherwise we'll either shoot some more or get the gel out. Let's figure it out. All right, we've got 6 shots on the paper. Initially I was really high. Those are some pistol shots from another time, but you could see the fresh splash there. That was over the top of it, and then I was aiming at the steel, and I was over top of it, and then I came down and I hit it. So I was way high for whatever reason, because when I shot the subsonic, maybe because I was 0 to subsonic, maybe that's why, because I shot the subsonic at that one. But nevertheless, 6 shots on the paper. I did not have a stable base. My 2 shooting bags were not super stable, so I was kind of all over the place. I was aiming at that circle, or that dot, and I was over here. So I'll take that. If I was hunting, I would have full confidence that I would hit the broadside of a pig or a hog, especially if I just bring that to the right some. But That one right there was a flyer. So overall, happy with that. Very happy with the speeds. We are going to set up the gel despite the thunder that is in the distance. I'm interested to see how these go traveling at almost 2,400 feet per second with 165 grain or 160 grain TTSX. So that is similar overall to a 308. You know, 308, you're talking about 168 grain traveling at about 2,600 feet per second, but we're at out of a 18 or a 20 inch barrel. This is a 12.5 inch barrel with a 1-in-3 twist and a 338 projectile versus a 308. So, you know, with all that into consideration, I think this round is going to be freaking amazing. Let's get the gel set up before it rains. I don't hide my bad shots, I embrace them. That's part of being a YouTuber. It's not always perfect. All right, those shots were headed to the left a little bit, so we're going to aim just a tad to the right, see if we can bring it back to the center. All right, that looked like it was dead solid perfect. Oh wow, that didn't even eject. Interesting, but it's definitely set up for subsonic. So hopefully we got it. So that was a really good shot. There's so much debris in here. So it definitely came out and went into the next one. Oh, there it is. Finally. We finally got it. So all the way back here, almost 32 inches of penetration. Damn. So whatever you are shooting at, oh wow. And just all the twisting and the power, all the pedals broke off, so that's just utter devastation. I gotta take a look at what the gel looked like on slow-mo and what it looked like on regular, but wow, almost 32 inches of penetration at 2,400 feet per second. Well, slower here at the 100-yard mark or so. But all the pedals broke off along the way. You know, that 1-in-3 twist rate. I mean, it's just a beautiful helical pattern through here. I mean, this one, when it came through, you know, it ripped the gel out. So I'm excited to see that. We're going to take it back to the house, do a little recap. Back at the house, recap time. I learned a lot about stuff in general on this video. The round, I've never had a greater difference in the point of impact between subsonic and supersonic. Although now that I think about it, that was really suppressed versus unsuppressed. It wasn't necessarily subsonic versus supersonic. But I learned a lot where the difference between the point of impact of subsonic was incredibly different than the point of impact of supersonic. I mean, we're talking a huge difference. So once I got so I was aiming here and hitting here. So then I brought the reticle up and I brought the rifle down, and then I was able to be on target. So once I had that figured out, we got a good grouping. I didn't have a stable base. You know, I was shooting from that darn picnic table, and when that storm was coming through, I was definitely rushing a little bit. So, you know, the round is definitely more capable of being accurate than what I was doing. The speeds were fantastic. The standard deviation was only 8.7, and that's what you want from a round like this. You don't want, you know, a 20 or a 30 standard deviation. You want sub 10. Ideally, you want sub 5, you know, just for that consistency. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. But, you know, the first shot went almost all the way through the second gel, but I think it skipped out at the end with that first gel test. It went through the first gel, and you could see the expansion into the second gel. So definitely a lot of power behind this round. The second and third shots were on the sides of the gel. Even though it got good expansion, the rounds skipped out. So it wasn't until the fourth round where I was actually able to recover the projectile. It basically expanded the entire 20% block of gel, and it was expanding into the second block of gel. But it expanded out, came in, a little bit of a fireball, and this is what we were left with. So all the petals basically came off in the gel as it was going, and when you put the round next to an unfired round, you match up these rings on the projectile. Let me add a little more light here. Oh, I don't have that light on. Never mind, take it back. So you can see how much of the round is left, you know. So this base that I'm pulling out of the gel, still, you know, 100 grains maybe. I don't have a scale to measure this, but the devastation was fantastic and the expansion was fantastic. Even though when I look at real time, it really didn't look like much, but when you slow it down, it really does expand very well. And it doesn't have that wallop that the 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor does, now that I'm thinking about it also, because that really moves the gel. This one really went into the gel, did the damage, and just like a drill, just went through it. So now that I'm thinking about that, it's interesting. It's interesting how everything is different but the same. So I think it's a really good round. It just has that rotational energy that's going to just drop whatever you're aiming at where it stands, and it's a very compact package. So this message, if you are using this message to send a message while you're hunting, you're definitely going to accomplish your mission. So this 160 grain TTSX, the message from Phantom Defense, an absolute winner. Definitely more accurate than I was able to provide, and you can save 5% by using Conrad at checkout, and you won't be disappointed with this round if you choose to use it. You get a pretty cool package as well. So that's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video.